What do you think two girls from South China would encounter on the plateau with an average altitude of more than 4,000 meters? Last September, my friend and I traveled to the most east city in China, Kashgar, and drove to explore the Tashkougan County on Pamirs Plateau with the Tajik ethnic group primarily inhabited in China. Pamirs Plateau is situated on southeastern Central Asia and is known as the roof of the world. To get to Tashkougan, we had to drive more than 200 kilometers from Kashgar and would meet Mastic Ata, which is over 7,500 meters high. Could we adapt to the plateau environment and be good with people who don't speak Mandarin around? Tashkougan borders with 3 other countries, with an average altitude around 3,000 meters. We got into a small village. This village is amazingly beautiful.
哦，我还要录视频。
还可以啦，在录，正在录。你已经
真的
这个红色的就是在录。
啊，有这小弟弟，把我给拍下了！你好，你好。
Spend a whole day there with the Tajik people. As most of the adults don't speak Mandarin, we always needed the keys for translation. This little girl is only 8 years old. She explained me how to drink the local milk tea and taught me some local language like hello and what's your name.
这是什么奶？
牛奶，牛的奶，
牦牛。
就牛，
就是奶牛。
对，
奶牛的奶。
茶，不是茶 ，German juice。
茶 German juice， 标准的吗？茶 German juice。
And she took us walking around the village and introduced us to her little friends. Those kids are really cute and very warmly welcomed us.
哇，他的发型好破。
哎呀，催着你们！来，走，欢迎光临！我带你们走。
走。
欢迎光临！
还挺好的呀。
来，进来。来吧。
来吧。
欢迎光临！
这不用脱鞋的吗？
不用拖进去。
哇，好漂亮哦！这就是客人租的吗？
对。
这个是喝茶的地方，是不是？
也算是喝茶的，也算是
睡觉也是在这里。
对，喝茶是在这个地方。
哦，喝茶在这里。
In the evening, the Lottie little girl became a super dancing queen. As I said, dancing is like a genetic thing in Xinjiang people. We danced after dinner and we got back to the county center. We also found people dancing in the local night market. Here, most of the vendors are from Pakistan, selling colorful stones, jewelries, and some other goods. I was told that the Chinese government had published some policies supporting the business communication between the two countries. Actually, the real natural scenery is always on the road. We started with 2 big nang from Kashgar and of course 4 small tanks of oxygen. We kept praying that we wouldn't get the high plateau effect. This is our first stop, Baishahu, which literally means white sand lake. The altitude is around 3,600 meters. It became a hit for traveling and photographing recently. The strong wind brings the sand from one side of the mountains and falling down to the other side and formed the white sand mountain, which makes the lake quite special. So we decided to stay one night at the lake, and we also hoped that we can wait for a wonderful sunset. But things would not always be as what we expected. No sunset at all. However, when God closed the door, He might always open a window for you. We surprisingly find that the hotel was quite good on the plateau, and we didn't need the oxygen tank at all.
看看，
高铁还是火车？高铁是吧？
火车。新疆有高铁呀。
新疆也有高铁。
But those didn't cheer up us too much, because there was no sunrise since next morning, and what's worse, the weather looked not that good. It was said that it snowed the night before. So as we saw the snow on the mountains, we were upset and actually more nervous. We didn't know what was in head. Could we safely drive on the plateau? But the calming things turned out how wrong I was. The road had been cleaned up so quickly that was totally out of my expectation. So it was quite safe. And you never know how incredibly amazing it was driving on a plateau with mountains all covered by the snow on both sides. A few hours later, we came a little bit down from the mountains and to a wetland. This is a place quite like a highway service area, supplying food and drinks. What was super astonished me was the price of these goods. The water, fast noodles, and some other snacks were totally not expensive. They were even way cheaper than those in some railway stations and airports in big cities. After a short while rest, we headed to another popular spot, 盘龙古道, the ancient path, but like winding dragon. The highest spot is over 4,300 meters. This used to be a road for local people to get out of the mountains, but now it is totally a place for tourists, and there is some symbolizing meaning that once we have experienced all those tough and curved roads today, there will be only smooth roads ahead. So here, I wish all the best to you guys. If you like my videos, would you please give me a like and get a subscribe? Thank you so much, and I will see you in next video.